Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we're talking about Doordash driver wants Elon Musk's ex-wife's dog dead after vicious attack. As we all know, in the realm of billionaires like Elon Musk, there are also billionaires' wives and ex-wives in this case, like Justine Musk, who apparently is also an accomplished author, so that's kind of cool. And her dog ended up attacking a Doordash driver. We already spoke about dogs attacking gig workers. I'll leave a video. I literally talked about that exact subject in the description, so you can check that out. But this time we got a billionaire's ex-wife's dog attacking people. Let's see what route this driver is taking. With that said, let's get started. Entrepreneur Elon Musk's ex-wife is about to have a rough time in court. Seriously, can you do me a favor and smash the like button? That sentence was really hard to read. I do like the play on words, rough time. But that also being said, it looks like the Doordash driver is taking the legal approach. We're going for the lawsuit, which is not surprising. A billionaire's ex-wife is bound to have a lot of money, so why not? It's an opportunistic thing for her. Justine Musk was married to the SpaceX founder from 2000 before they officially divorced in 2008. Although Justine has maintained a low profile compared to the Tesla founder, who has been making headlines for his intent to purchase the social media company Twitter, the media is about to be barking down her door. The amount of dog puns that are happening here, I love it. Now, there's one thing I did take away from this already, is that if Elon Musk can't keep his wife, then what do the rest of us guys have a chance for? That was a dark joke, man. According to legal documents obtained by The Blast, a DoorDash delivery driver by the name of Haida Samadi filed a lawsuit against Musk's ex-wife, saying that her dog attacked her and she wants that dog dead. Okay, so she's actually saying to put the dog down. Like we said in our other video about this subject, she has the right to choose whether or not the dog should be allowed the right to life after that. I don't support, but I understand why someone would want to sue somebody for having their dog attack them, whether it was intentional or accidental, especially if it's a billionaire's ex-wife. I understand where that comes from, even if I don't support it. But now you want to sue the billionaire's ex-wife and kill the dog? That's a little intense. The lawsuit was filed on Friday in the Superior Court of Los Angeles County. Samadi is filing a lawsuit for strict liability, general negligence, battery, and a host of other complaints. The lawsuit alleges that Samadi, who is a DoorDash delivery driver, was bitten by Justine's dog when she attempted to make a delivery to her home on April 17th, 2020. Now hold on. This was 2 years ago and now you're taking the suit? Were you just waiting that long on the subject? Like, what's going on? The dog is just referred to as the subject dog in the court papers, and the breed or age of the dog was not disclosed in the documents. The court papers say that the Justine had the knowledge of subject dog's viciousness when Samadi attempted to make a delivery to her Los Angeles home. Okay, well, first off, subject dog? Maybe I just don't know enough about lawyer stuff or legal stuff, but what does that mean, subject dog? Like this particular dog. You don't know what type of dog it is. You don't know how old the dog is. Can you at least say brown dog? Something that gives us a little bit more details on what this dog actually is? Like, seriously, at this point, this is a speculation poll. Samadi alleges that Justine could have and should have removed the dog from the premises before she arrived with the delivery. She also alleges that Justine never informed her or DoorDash that she had a dog. First off, you can't expect people to literally remove the dog from the overall premises. You can expect them to leave it inside their home, but not allowed on the property at all. That is 100% irrational for anybody to think that. Also, never informing her or DoorDash. That's true. You could have said in the instructions that there is a dog on the property. Don't ring bell. That happens a lot. That's totally understandable. But in order for that to be the case, you need to have taken a screenshot of the subject, and I would have had to been taken prior to the... I don't know about that, ma'am. The court documents state that Justine's dog attacked Samidi when the plaintiff entered the property to deliver the food. It's not clear if the dog bit her when Justine opened the door, or if the dog was already outside when the attack occurred. However, Samidi alleges that the attack left her with permanent injuries. All right, I'm already skeptic on this entire subject. Let's break this down line by line. When the plaintiff entered the property, as a DoorDash driver, you should never, and I mean never, enter the property itself. Like, the only time is when they are specifically asking you to actually go into this place and drop it off. There's no other justification for that. It's not clear if the dog bit her when Justine opened the front door or if she was already outside. Well, it says when you enter the property, so therefore enter the property. That means you entered the literal house. Otherwise, being on the property, if you open the front door or if the dog was already outside, there have been times where people leave their dogs outside, and there are times where people open the front door. That should have been made clear. This is too vague. I don't like this. Permanent injuries. What permanent injuries? Can you explain to me the permanent injuries? Samadi alleges that the dog inflicted serious and permanent personal injuries to her, in addition to 2 dog bite abrasions on her left shin and hip. Samadi claims that the attack left her with sharp left lower back pain that radiated down her left leg, which resulted in a tingling over the left leg. She says that she has also severe aches in her left arm, elbow, left hand pain, aches in her left hip, and severe anxiety as a result of the attack. Okay, the 2 dog bite abrasions, I understand. That is what it is. That happens. I also understand the severe anxiety. Those 2 things definitely are a result of the dog attack. However, all of these other things, maybe I just haven't been attacked by a dog severely enough to understand, but how does all of that come from 2 dog bites? Did this dog also jump and tackle her and like RKO her out of nowhere? Like, what's going on? This feels opportunist. They're being vague. They're not explaining what actually happened. It's ridiculous. The court documents state that Samadi also incurred non-economic damages, including but not limited to pain, suffering, anxiety, scarring, loss of enjoyment of life, inconvenience, frustration, and disability caused by this incident. Loss of enjoyment of life. What does that mean? What does that mean? Explain that. Inconvenience, frustration, disability. Some of these things, I'm like, how do people actually get away with lawsuits with this? And not to mention non-economic damages. Like, if this lawyer knew what they were doing, they would have noted that the DoorDash delivery driver is actually in business for themselves and would have taken the opportunity to actually notate that. Because at that point, you've received economic damage from the business. That is actually something, when I was trying to sue DoorDash, that is actually something he was considering. Something is up with this. I don't like this at all. I think they're looking for a settlement. This person seems opportunist. However, despite the trauma Samadi alleges that she suffered from the incident, she admitted that the court documents that she never filed a complaint with animal control for the unprovoked animal attack. So you never filed a complaint. No, what happened here was this person was probably like, oh, I ended up getting attacked by a dog. It turned out to be Elon Musk's ex-wife. She thought, oh, I could have made more money. In fact, she probably talked to a friend, and that's probably how she got convinced on the subject to do that. Why is this suddenly coming up now? This is ridiculous. This is 2 years late. This is a disgusting money grab. Shockingly, Samadi is requesting general, special, actual, and compensatory damages, including necessary medical and related expenses for mental, emotional, physical pain and suffering. She is suing for the past and future economic damages caused by the attack, as well as past and future non-economic emotional damages. In addition, Samadi is also requesting the court orders dog to be ceased, confined, and or euthanized. This just screams money grab, and you're trying to kill the dog. It's one thing if you're trying to money grab. Like, there's a level of understanding. with that. Now you're trying to kill the dog. That's messed up. I actually feel bad for Justine. I'm sorry. She's also asking Justine to be fined punitive damage, accusing Justine of being aware of her dog's propensity of danger and viciousness. The court papers allege that despite that knowledge, the defendant did not take the reasonable steps to prevent harm to Samadhi. Justine should have kept the dog in the house. I 100% agree with that, assuming that you're not entering the property. This is probably just like it's the first time this happened and the dog ended up attacking somebody this time. She is requesting that the fate of Justine's dog and her recovery be left in the hands of the jury, although it is likely she will receive a settlement out of the court system. Justine Musk nor her ex-husband have yet to make a settlement concerning the lawsuit at this time. I don't know if they should. Like, first of all, this is 2 years later you're starting this lawsuit. Not at the time. 2 years later, when you figured out who the heck that was. It seemed like, anyways. I think they actually picked up on the idea that this is just a money grab for them. And they're kind of discussing with their lawyer, like, they don't even think that they should. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. Then you pay me. There you go. A part of me understands if you wanted to be compensated for any medical damages. But this seems so far blown out of proportion that you know you're trying to just suck away as much money as possible. And not to mention, now you're getting the life of the dog involved. This has been literally the biggest money grab story I've heard in a while. And that's after the Snoop Dogg thing. And I made many videos on that. And I was looking at this like, this is worse than that. Now, a lot of people may be looking at this and be like, oh, it's because it's Justine Musk, a billionaire's ex-wife. So it's okay for that to happen. It's not okay. Come on. This person's a human too. And not to mention, you're trying to kill a dog while you're at it. That's messed up on too many accounts. Yes, Justine should have had the dog in the house, but I just feel like this is such a vague story that they can't actually build a case at this point. And you know what the worst part is? She's a Doordash driver. So this image of what a Doordash driver is going to end up on us. Stop making us look bad. Seriously, it really is a damn shame that this is the world we live in now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.